Cam coming out with the hot takes before the show starts. We got NFL football tonight. We got Bucks, Cowboys in Tampa. This will be a big game for the Cowboys to go ahead and win. If you're a Falcons fan, go ahead and get Tampa off to a 0-1 start. But Cam's over here saying, nah, I'd rather the Buccaneers get a win. You just can't stand the Cowboys.
Yep, this will be the first time I'm rooting for Tampa, man. I can't stand the Dallas Cowboys. I just can't stand them. It's not the Cowboys, it's their fans. So
okay, hold on.
I'll be a Tampa fan tonight.
Hold on. It's not the Cowboys, it's their fans. Cam, there's a lot of people who are fans of lots of teams. I am what I like to call just a pure sports fan, right?
Okay.
I root for or I guess I should say a hometown sports fan. I root for my state, city. I don't have to go across the country to find my team, right? I'm not like a lot of Georgia fans where I'm a Georgia football fan, but go Duke Blue Devils, baby, or go North Carolina. Like, let's get out. If you root for Georgia and Kentucky, you can just get the hell out of here. Like,
I might as well need to leave there.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're literally rooting for somebody else in your conference. It makes zero sense. But Cam, for you to say Cowboys fans get on your nerves, Cam, for the people who have never listened to the show before, who is your favorite basketball team?
Oh, the Lakers.
So you like the Cowboys of the NBA?
Oh no! Oh whoa! Don't disrespect the Lakers. They have, since I've been alive since '98. They have.
I'm not talking about championships.
Championships. That's what matters.
No, it's not. That's
what we play the sport
That's not what
for.
we're talking about. You guys are the same as the Yankees. There's so many people who are fans of the Yankees just because of the cool hat and that Jay-Z wore.
Nah, I give you that.
No, that's not why you should be a fan
different.
of the team.
I'm a Lakers fan because of Kobe. You know, Kobe was the guy growing up.
Cam, where were you born?
I was born in Decatur, Georgia.
Which is like literally you can throw a rock out of it and hit what used to be called Phillips Arena.
Yeah. Not granted, I liked the Hawks growing up a little bit. I did. But it's like, you go on TV and the first team you always seen growing up, especially for me, it was the Lakers. I mean, that's when they had Kobe.
Not
and
me,
Shaq.
baby.
Huh?
Watching Fox Sports South.
Nah, no. It was the Lakers and Shaq, man. Like 03, 04 is probably when I really, my dad got me into sports young, so I was watching it back then. And then
watching Josh Smith and Joe Johnson get after it.
Back then, it was just Josh Smith. I don't think Joe Johnson came to 07.
Mike Bibby doing it to folks.
Nah.
Jeff Teague, get after it.
Getting swept by Orlando.
That's not what matters. That's not what matters.
I was at those playoff
games.
It's
about supporting your team.
It is. I mean, I support the hometown team.
No, you don't.
They're on the way.
You sound a lot like Cody right now.
No, remember, I support it.
You're like, listen, I'm a Florida fan, but I'm an LSU supporter.
I say the Lake. You got me with Kentucky.
You're not allowed to say you're a supporter if you haven't ever fiscally supported something.
You got me with Kentucky. I'll give you that. But Lakers, I've been there for the long haul, even though
you say you're an Atlanta Hawks supporter. Have you ever actually fiscally supported the Atlanta Hawks?
Yeah, I've been to a ton of playoff games.
Buying tickets?
Yeah, I've been to I've been to over probably 7-8 playoff games.
I want to smack Cody because he's like, I'm an LSU supporter. I was like, have you ever written a check to LSU for anything ever? No. And if you've ever been to an LSU game, I guarantee you used your credentials to get in. So you haven't supported jack.
Mm-mm. Nah, I mean, I was at them games when they played Dwight Howard in 2009 when the Magic went to the finals. I was in that series for the Hawks when they got swept.
I guess.
I was at that game.
But still, for you, Mr. Falcons Lakers fan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm Dirty Birds to the death of me, though. That will never change.
That's your dad, right?
You can't have two NFL teams. Now, that's me. You can't have
two of any team.
Two of any teams, yeah. You have to pick a side. But NFL, that's just a sport where I cannot.
I will allow you to do this. If they are in different divisions, i.e. college football, I think it's completely acceptable to have an FBS team, an FCS team, and a Division II team.
That's cool. Savannah State alumni.
For sure.
That's my D2 team. I'll rock with the Tigers forever. But, I mean, yeah, that's cool. I just know some people, they're Falcons fans, and then, well, yeah, I'm a Patriots fan too. How? How are you a Falcons and Patriots fan?
I lose respect for people very quickly. Number one, when I hear like, yeah, so my uncle took me to a Falcons Steelers game when I was really young, or a Jacksonville Steelers game when I was really young. So I'm a Steelers fan. And then growing up, my dad, big Yankees fan, loved the Yankees. And it's like, listen, my grandma went through Alabama one time. Some big Roll Tide fan, just as where I fell in love with college football and love.
So they're scattered.
I've been a Las Vegas Golden Knights fan since the jump. Love that team. Like y'all, you just get the hell out of here.
So they're scattered across the country.
I'm good. I'm good on you. Like I don't need to hear any of your sports takes because I know exactly what you're there for. You're a front runner.
Yep.
All right. But you know what, Cam? See, they got the Nick Saban. All right, coming out already from me, but they will never. And I don't want to say this about you because I feel like you're maybe teetering on the right side of this graph, but the fans like that who like root for the Lakers and root for the Yankees and pull for Alabama, like or Ohio State or something like that, they will never truly enjoy winning a championship.
No, that's true.
Because to enjoy winning a championship, you have to ride with that team forever. Like you can't just be jumping two teams and you can't pick them because they win. Like you have to be invested in that team and ride through the lows with that team.
See, I think
really enjoy a championship.
That's the beauty of it.
And see, Cam, you know how I know that? Because I've never experienced it.
That's the beauty of it. I mean, that's why outside of the Lakers, I'm pretty much in state. I mean, I don't watch college basketball like that anymore.
I feel like it's going to change me as a person. If like, I might just like quit this job and like go become a lumberjack or something. If like the Falcons or Georgia win or the Braves win a World Series.
Now, granted, I've always said my lifetime goal is for the Falcons and Bulldogs to win championships because I have seen the Lakers do it 6 times since I've been alive. But I mean, the one we won last year in 2020, that was big to me because we hadn't been to the playoffs since 2013. So 7 years of depression.
Y'all don't know this, but Cam actually works for the Lakers. That's why you keep saying a week.
Hey. Yeah, I do. Hey, I work for the Lakers, man. Hey, I talked to Rob Pelinka last night, but
yeah, did he talk back?
Yeah, he did. He texted me back. He said,
Great.
"Yeah, we're looking forward to having you this year if you can, make your way to a couple of games."
Cam, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona to sell to you too.
Hey, sell it to me, man. Hey, Rob Pelinka, he texted me last night. Said, "Come out to Staples." All right,
what's your role?
I will see.
Are you like Drake with the Raptors, where you're just like a team ambassador?
There you go. I need season tickets for the Lakers. You know what that
sounds like is. Do you hear what's happened up at Vanderbilt? This is what this sounds like when you're like, I need Lakers season tickets. Like, okay, we'll give you the tickets, but it's going to cost you like $1,000 to go to every game.
Yeah.
It sounds like Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt right now, you can get into their games for roughly $5, but the cheapest parking anywhere around the stadium is $40.
That's backwards.
So yeah, correct. So you saying I'm getting I need season tickets for the Lakers? Like, okay, fine. If they give you season tickets, you're going to exactly 0 games.
Yeah, I know that parking. I know that parking out there is wild. That's all I'm gonna say. I know it's wild.
Or you just do what everybody else does, and you wait for them to come to your state.
Oh, hey, yeah.
And you fill up State Farm with a bunch of Lakers fans.
I have to be there. I have to be there. This might be the last time.
So you can see the geriatric facility roll through State Farm.
Hey.
Melo, LeBron.
Hey. Russ, 80 in the crew. Rondo now? Come on.
Yeah, that team was lit in like 2013.
Yeah, it was. Down. It was, but they're going to be lit this year too.
Until everybody starts having hip injuries and cramping.
I hope not, but I have faith in them.
You just don't heal the same, Cam.
It's true, but we have them for 1 year.
I'm in a dang wrist brace right now. Once you get close to that big 3-0, then you should start breaking down.
I heard. I have been told that. But this is a 1-year rental. We're going in all in 1 year. After that, I don't care what we do.
All right. Well, this all started because Cam, who claims to be a Falcons fan, said he's rooting for the Buccaneers tonight to beat the Cowboys just because he doesn't like the Cowboys because of their fans, even though
TV
Cam
12.
is a Lakers fan. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure our friend Lindsay Goff, she is a Lakers.
Yeah, she is. Kobe. She loves Kobe.
But she's a Lakers, Cowboys, Kentucky fan.
Okay,
and I think she's a Lakers fan because of Anthony Davis. I could be wrong there.
Okay, understandable.
For the Kentucky connection.
I think that's the best Kentucky player ever. So understandable.
But it's just you guys. A lot of respect.
I would never go deep to
A
be
lot
a
of respect
Cowboys
lost.
fan. Nah, hey, look, Dirty Birds
Tim,
in the
you
NFL,
are a
baby.
Cowboys fan in my mind because you're a Lakers fan.
I can't say that.
Like,
can't
honestly, God,
say
Cam,
that.
how many times have you been to the state of California?
Oh no, I've never been.
Okay.
I've never been. I can admit that it's too expensive. It's out of my
I have
budget.
been to California more times than you.
That's okay. But California is in my heart. The Los Angeles Lakers are always here.
Like they don't exist in a city. They exist in the ether.
Hey,
they're like a spectral.
It's
being.
all inside. I'm the biggest Lakers fan, but I'm a bigger Falcons fan. I can admit that. That's
can't
my number one team.
biggest. You can't be the biggest Laker fan if you're a bigger Falcons fan.
Two different sports. I think you can.
You can't be the number one Lakers fan.
I am.
If your fandom for the Falcons is even bigger.
I am. So see, I explain, nobody can reach my peak. So I peak really high with the Lakers, but the Falcons, like I'm up there. You know, I love the Falcons. They've hurt me.
They're like emotionally affect you.
They've hurt me. Yes. Oh, wow. They've hurt me. But I think Matt Ryan's gonna have a good year. I looked up a stat. I don't know if we're gonna get to that next segment about the Falcons, but I looked up a stat with Dirk Cutter. And Matt Ryan.
I don't even know what to expect because Matt Ryan, Dirk Cutter wasn't good.
Yeah, he's had 5 losing seasons. 4 of those came with Dirk Cutter. That's insane. So something's got to give, and I think he's going to have. And one losing season came with Shanahan. I think they went 7-9 after that.
And then the next year they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So
I'm excited. Next segment we're gonna get some NFL predictions. We got to put it on the board because NFL kicks off tonight. We got to go and lock those in for the season. You can't be like Cody where you say the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl and then they go 4-12 and you're like, oh, that was my fun pick. No, you got to lock these in now.
Okay.
But quickly before we go to break here, because at 2:30 coming up, we do have the Sean Quinn show coming up on ESPN Radio. So we'll dive into that shorter show here on Second Down today. But reports coming out of Athens, JT Daniels is dealing with an oblique injury right now. Don't know how limited he's been at practice. A couple of different people reporting. Brooks Austin, our good friend from Dogs Daily on SI.com, just put up an update. Could see a lot of Carson Beck coming up on Saturday, which I think it's one of those things now for Georgia where you have UAB this weekend and then you have South Carolina, who as of right now, their starting quarterback is still Zebulon Noland, former graduate assistant transfer. I'm not overly worried if Carson Beck has to start. If anything, I would rather, if JT Daniels is even questionable, just go ahead and let Carson Beck run it out. We could roll you out there at quarterback for Georgia and turn around and hand the ball off to number 3, number 2, and number 6 and just say go. And Georgia's going to win that football game by 2 scores. So Carson Beck, all reports are that I have seen is he's honestly pushing JT Daniels. Obviously, this is JT's team, but in practice, they're saying they feel comfortable saying, and this has been reported from a couple of people in Athens, they feel comfortable rolling out Carson Beck if they needed to win a conference game.
Wow.
And so I think this might be kind of a blessing in disguise, get Carson Beck some game reps, some significant game reps, just in case something does happen to JT Daniels, and don't force him. I feel like if it's Florida on the schedule this week, this isn't even a question.
Yeah.
Right? Like if it's an oblique against Florida, this isn't a question. JT Daniels is going to tough it out and run out there. It's UAB, not taking anything away from the Blazers. They have a good football team. I said this yesterday. I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think. But Carson Beck's Carson Beck's a good quarterback, and I think we're going to get a chance to see that. He's had a chance to develop inside the program and had a really good offseason. So I think we'll get a chance to see a lot of Carson Beck coming up on Saturday. It just depends on when. Do we see JT Daniels for a couple of drives? Like I said, if he's banged up, I'd say
let him rest.
Don't even risk it. So we'll see, especially shuffling around an offensive line right now. If I have to imagine, we'll probably see Jamari Sawyer at left tackle, but I guarantee you at some point in this game, we'll see Sawyer kick into right guard, where he's probably going to be playing at the end of the year, and then you'll see probably the beginning of the Broderick Jones era at left tackle for Georgia. So a lot coming up on Saturday, a lot of stuff to watch. ESPN2 at 3:30. For those of you listening on ESPN Radio Savannah, your home of the Dogs, you'll be able to listen to the pregame coverage starting at 11:30 on Saturday for Georgia football. So all that coming up Saturday, but we got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll dive into some NFL predictions next right here on Second Down. The NFL is back tonight. Cowboys at Buccaneers. Buccaneers, a lot of people's favorites to repeat as NFC champs. And probably, I think a majority of people have them playing the Chiefs again coming up to the Super Bowl, which, I mean, if it happens, shocking absolutely no one. Tom Brady, the GOAT, against Patrick Mahomes, who might be the best quarterback in the NFL right now. So Dak Prescott coming back from injury, taking on the Buccaneers, and I'm just excited to have NFL football back. But Cam, we got to lock in some predictions. Again, Sean Quinn show coming up here at 2:30, so we'll dive into that here in just a little bit. But got to lock in your predictions here. So we'll start with the fun stuff, Cam. Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Ooh, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Man, believe it or not, I might have to go Mac Jones.
I don't think that's a bad pick.
I might have to go Mac because he's going to win some ball games.
Yeah, and Trevor Lawrence, I think, is going to have his struggles because he's not the only rookie on the team. His head coach is also an NFL rookie.
Yep.
And Travis Etienne going down hurt. That's an interesting pick. I would want to say Jamar Chase as soon as he got drafted, but he's had some pretty significant struggles, and he just came out. I don't know if you saw the headline, but he said, the NFL is a lot harder than college, and he's like, one of the reasons is the ball's bigger and doesn't have stripes on it, so I can't see it. That's not a joke. Like, he legitimately said that. So maybe not feeling great about that pick. I do think he'll probably end up being a quarterback. I don't feel like it's Zach Wilson. I don't know that Trey Lance will get enough starts.
I want to say Pitts so bad. I do.
He could end up being a guy who pushes. I think Mac Jones is a really good pick. It's usually a quarterback who ends up being Offensive Rookie of the Year. So yeah, I mean, just to be different, I'll say Kyle Pitts. But I think Mac Jones is a good pick. All right, Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Easy, Michael Parsons.
Really?
Yeah. He's going to get a lot of tackles, fumbles, interceptions because that Dallas defense is bad. So he's going to see a lot of action.
I'm going to go Patrick Surtain, the corner from Alabama playing out of Denver right now. He had a really good preseason, and he's going to have to be good because remember who they picked him over? Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, yeah.
So, and Drew Lock got beat out by Teddy Bridgewater. So a lot of fans saying we could have had our future franchise quarterback, and we got this corner. He better be good. And so far, he's been absolutely unbelievable. So, I'm going to go Patrick Surtain out in Denver. All right. National Football League MVP for 2021.
Oh, my gosh. This is hard. And this is so cliche. I want to say Mahomes because I just feel like they're on they're just on a revenge tour. But let me
really be a revenge tour when you make it to the Super Bowl?
That's true. Let me be different, though. This guy hasn't won an MVP, and he's a top 4 quarterback. Russell Wilson. It's time. Last year, he was on pace. He was on pace for it. And then he dipped off at the end of the season. But it's time for him to win an MVP, and this is the perfect year for him. He has the O-line now. Perfect year.
I think I'm going to give you a couple of dark horses. I'm going to say Dak Prescott is a dark horse. Maybe it's just because I love Dak Prescott, but if you remember, before he got hurt last year, he was absolutely shredding the NFL. So I'm gonna go Dak. Also Dalvin Cook.
That's a good one. Yeah,
I think is another dark horse. I mean, that dude can put up 200 on you in a game, no questions asked. Obviously, Derrick Henry has to be up there as well, but I think he's gonna add another trophy to the case. Tom Brady.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I think.
Yeah.
I just think last year with the Bucks, it was kind of like when the Heat got together for the first few games. They didn't understand the chemistry, and so Tom Brady and the Bucks, it wasn't they weren't clicking right off the jump. But I think against a relatively weak defensive division that he's playing against, because the NFC South is nothing to write home about.
Nah, it's
and
not.
Especially a extremely depleted New Orleans team.
And it used to be the cream of the crop. It used to. But now,
they still got Cam Jordan on the defensive line and Davenport, but I mean, lost a bunch of linebackers, lost a bunch of guys in the secondary. I think my pick right now, league MVP, Tom Brady. All right.
Okay.
2 teams playing in the Super Bowl, and then give me your Super Bowl champion.
Man, I have the Chiefs coming out the AFC. I just don't see anybody beating the Chiefs. Maybe the Titans, but I don't know if Tannehill's ready for that smoke. The NFC is where I'm lost at.
Are you lost?
I'm lost.
Are you lost?
I want to say Tampa, but it's hard. It's hard to do that with the type of defense they have. It's hard to go back to back.
Cam, they won the Super Bowl and brought everybody back.
Yeah, I know, but it's hard. It's hard to pick Tampa too because is the defense just going to be that great again?
I mean, probably.
We've seen defenses drop off a little bit.
But it's because they lose players. They get their team just gets like people come in and just scavenge players from all over the team.
I would love the rematch. Because I think Mahomes with an O-line, that's even playing field. I would love the rematch. I want to say Green Bay, but Aaron Rodgers doesn't care. I'll go Tampa. I'll go Tampa and Chiefs for the rematch and give me Kansas City.
So Kansas City wins the rematch.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes gets his second Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't see many teams. I'm trying to see if I forgot anybody, but I don't see many teams that can trip anybody up. I think the Chargers will be better this year, but they're not ready to compete with the Chiefs. I think the Broncos are going to screw up somebody's season.
They will.
The Broncos are going to make the playoffs, probably as a second team out of that division.
Ooh, over the Chargers?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a bold statement.
Yeah. As the second team out of that division, and they're going to ruin somebody's postseason. Oh, man. I really want to go with the Rams. Because Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, they got some dudes on that defense, and then on the offensive line is really solid. You add Matthew Stafford as your quarterback, which is a clear upgrade over Jared Goff, and you're handing the ball now to Sony Michel. But I'm going to be boring. No, you know what? I'm not going to be boring. You picked it. I'm going to go Chiefs, Rams, Super Bowl. Chiefs win their second.
That would be awesome.
With Patrick Mahomes as their quarterback.
Remember that great game they gave us a couple of years back?
Yo, God, yeah. It was like 50.
That was one of the best
40,
games of all time. One of the best games of all time. So
it's going to be interesting. But again, Sean Quinn show coming up next here. They fell to Valdosta State to start the season, but they have a home game coming up in Savannah, 6 p.m. this Saturday. I mean, perfect timing, right? Go to the game at 6 p.m. It's 3 hours. Get to River Street. So that's coming up next right here on ESPN Radio Savannah with 3 and Out to follow immediately after.